These are the 3 glute bridge mistakes that everyone makes, and I'm making all 3 of them right now. Okay, we made a video the other day about the glute bridge and all the mistakes that people make and how to do it right. And one of the funny things that I see so many people talking about is like focusing on doing the exercise, but not teaching you how to do it with perfect form. And so I wanted to expand on that video and show you all 3 of these mistakes in great detail and why they're impacting you negatively and how to fix it, by the way. So if you want to get strong glutes and you want to have a strong lower back, you've got to learn how to do the glute bridge the right way. So the first mistake I made is this. Look, my feet are really far forward in front of my knees. So if I lift my hips up like this, what I'm really doing is I'm doing a quad extension in order to maintain that position. Now there's this principle called reciprocal inhibition. What this means is if my quad fires like this, then my hamstring and my glutes start to turn off a little bit. So we lose the ability to fire the hamstrings and we lose some of our ability to fire our glutes. So you don't want to push your feet forward like this when you're doing the glute bridge, okay? I'll show you how to fix that in a second. Next, we're pushing into our toes like this. All right, we're pushing into our toes like this, so we don't want to make that mistake. That's really going to help the same thing as the quads, okay? Now the other thing is I'm putting my palms towards the ground. Now this is a really common thing is when we do the glute bridge, even if we're doing everything else right, the palms toward the ground is what? If I go to roll up to a seated posture with my palms toward the ground, what does it look like? I have a rounded upper back, my shoulders are internally rotated like this. So instead of having the palms toward the ground, we want to have better posture, and I'll show you how to fix that one as well. I'm gonna do a little bonus mistake for you too here, all right? And you couldn't really see this very much when I was doing it wrong, but a lot of people will keep their lower back here, they'll keep it arched as they come up, or when they squeeze their hips, they'll arch their lower back a ton as they come to the top position. Now that's bending your spine backwards, which could pinch down on the discs and nerves and cause lower back or SI joint pain. So we don't want to make that mistake either. So here's how to do a glute bridge with actual perfect form. Okay, so first up, bring your heels as close to your butt as you can. If you need to, you can get up on your shoulder blades and you can walk your body a little bit closer to your heels. You want to make it so that your shins are almost vertical when your hips extend toward the sky, okay? Next, lift your toes towards your nose like this. That's going to deactivate these calf muscles and start to help activate the hamstrings and the glutes more because we're focusing on pushing the heels down instead of pushing the toes forward, right? So really focus on toes up and push the heels down. Next, we want to turn the palms toward the sky. Drive the fingertips away from the ears, and this time we want to squeeze our glutes by doing this. First, point the pelvis toward the sky like this, and then squeeze the glutes, and then keep that position the entire time, so no arch in the lower back, and extend it until we get the hips, the knees, and the shoulders in one straight line through the body. Hold for a second, really squeezing the glutes here. Slowly come back down, one vertebrae at a time. Tap the tailbone and repeat by pressing the heels down and keeping those glutes squeezed as we bring the body back into alignment like this. Okay, that should make your glute bridge target your glutes so much more, which is really what we want this exercise to focus on. As you can see, you might think you're doing an exercise the right way when really you might be doing it the wrong way. And that's exactly why we started WeShape, to teach you how to move better so you can feel better. And if you want to try a customized 10-minute routine that's the perfect fit for your body, all you got to do is click the link below and we'll build that for you.